Hey guys, Yishan here with the Yu-Gi-Oh Club at UCI, coming at you guys with my 44th place GREN Maju deck profile at the San Diego Regionals. There's about 330 people. Top 48 got their invites. I snuck in there at a 6-3 record with like 44th place. So that was awesome. Had a lot of fun. It was a good day. Got a little bit lucky. Deck performed all right. Mystic Mine is pretty good. And this is definitely the most competitive way to build GREN Maju. I'm starting the deck profile like this. If you don't really care about explanations and such, you can just, this is the whole deck right here. Just get right into the explanations. There are a few changes I would make, so, if you want to listen to those changes, just stay tuned for the rest of the deck profile. All right, first of all, of course, we start over here with 3 GREN Maju Daiza. Win condition of the deck. The idea of this deck is you stall out with Mystic Mine until you can assemble enough banished cards for GREN Maju, and then you just one-punch your opponent with GREN Maju. So start with 3 GREN Maju, 3 Eater of Millions. Eater of Millions can banish cards from extra deck, hand, or field, which is really relevant since you sometimes need to banish from your hand or field to get GREN Maju big enough to game your opponent, because GREN Maju gains 400 for each of your banished cards. 3 Gamma Seal. I figured, if my opponent sets stuff in defense forever, I would need to Kaiju them and then attack with the Kaiju with GREN Maju. Also, it works at, like outing negates first turn, so I figured it would have a sort of dual purpose. It was fine all day. We had 2 Lilith, did well all day. Searches your trap cards, pretty good. 3 Desires, a necessary card, but not like, it sometimes can hurt you because you can banish your Mystic Mines or your GREN Majus or cards that you need. And the problem with banishing Mystic Mine, though, is that later in the game when you have Metaverse set, because Metaverse is good against Twin Twister, because if they Twin Twister your mine, you just chain Metaverse and get a new one. But if you have no mines in your deck, that doesn't work. So it's a slight problem. But, have to play Desires because it's pretty good with GREN Maju, and it draws 2 cards, so you can't complain about that. 3 Extravagance, really, really good in this deck. Really, really good in any Mystic Mine deck, and especially good in GREN Maju, because sometimes you don't even need to draw Eater of Millions. Just Extravagance and Desires will be enough for killing your opponent. 3 Mystic Mine, heart and soul of the deck. Stalls long enough so that you can get your GREN Maju big enough. 3 Twin Twister, needed for, clearing out like salamangreat, counter traps first turn, baiting out counter traps, as well as clearing back row later in the game. Definitely, certainly really relevant. Glad I played 3 of it. Can also kill stuff that you just can't negate with Dark Bribe and stuff, so really, really necessary. 2 Terraforming, not very good. Would not play it again. Probably would cut it for Pot of Duality. Yeah, just not very good. I think maybe Lilith probably would have been better than Terraforming. Just really never used it. Used it like maybe once all day. Wasn't very good. 2 Goddess Scold's Oracle. Really, really good. It locks your opponent with Mystic Mine. The guy that won the San Jose Regional played this card. I can see why. It's super good. It basically guarantees that you're going to get to your combo faster than your opponent is going to draw your outs. So really, really would recommend Goddess Skull's Oracle. 3 Trap Trick, really, really good because it can search Metaverse, which searches Mystic Mine, or Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence serves a dual purpose in this deck, but we'll get to that later. And is also searchable by Lilith and banishes a card, which is sometimes important for GREN Maju to get that attack boost. So really, really good. 3 Metaverse, searches Mystic Mine and searchable by Trap Trick, and it can do it on your opponent's turn, so it's broken. 3 Dark Bribe protects your Mystic Mine and can protect your GREN Maju when it goes in for game. So pretty good. 3 Infinite Impermanence. Serves a dual purpose as a hand trap, as well as you can also lock one of your opponent's back rows. You just set it in one of the columns. Usually like your opponent might have 3 back rows, so you set Impermanence in one, you flip it, and then you Twin Twisters the other 2, and then clear the way for GREN Maju. 1 Solemn Judgment, just a god card in this deck, negates anything, and definitely would play it again for sure. Extra deck, 3 Nightmare Phoenix. Never summon any of these cards, by the way, from the extra deck, but I think Nightmare Phoenix is the best one because it clears back rows. You can make it with, 2 Eater of Millions, and then link 1 is a Link Creepo, and then the other 2 into Nightmare Phoenix, or a Kaiju and the Eater of Millions. So yeah, this is how you usually make the link 2s. 2 Nightmare Cerberus, never used it. 200 Clock Taker, never used it. Link Creepo, sometimes you need this because 1, it gives you a different name for the nightmares, and 2, if you want to use your Eater of Millions early in the game and then just sort of crash it so that you have no monsters, you can link your into Link Creepo, but never summoned any of these. Pentastag, good if you don't have a Kaiju, or they've switched the Kaiju to defense, so you can't Kaiju them. You have to make Pentastag and then game them that way. Link Spider, I just put it in for the burn matchup just in case they locked me out with the Ojama Trio and Duo, and then a Nightmare Unicorn. I don't know, pretty good, I guess. The only really real ones you need are Phoenix, Link Creepo, Pentastag. Those are the main ones that you really want. Side deck, 3 Lancia, God card for like Orcus and Danger Thunder. It's not God, it's not like amazing against Danger Thunder, but good enough and really good against Orcus. Orcus is already easy matchup though. 3 Prohibition. I mostly call Twin Twisters all day, but it's very good because it's like the best card. You could play like Starlight Road or something like that, but I just find this is better because it's just so much more flexible. And like sometimes I would call Effect Failure if I was scared of Effect Failure when going for game and that sort of thing. So Prohibition, very good. 3 Heavy Storm Duster. When you call Twin Twisters with Prohibition, you want to side out your Twin Twisters and go for Heavy Storm Duster instead. Certainly, it was also good against, just back row heavy matchups because it's also searchable by Trap Trick. So I really thought Heavy Storm Duster performed very well. Would keep it in again. 3 Pot of Duality. Probably, I cited this in, idea was for going first. I put in Pot of Duality to help dig for my Mystic Mine. But I'd probably just replace it with Terraforming. The reason I didn't main it originally was because I have Eater and Kaijus, and I figured that these would like bait out negates to allow my Mystic Mine to resolve. But the way the meta is shaping up, that doesn't really happen very often, and so I think Pot of Duality would just be way better than Terraforming in this match. Because if you're going first, you if you win the dice roll, you sort of want to go first, so you want to have good going first cards. And it also helps you dig for combos later because I find that sometimes it would just take too long for me to find my combo. It's a 3-card combo, and I draw like 20 cards in my deck and still wouldn't have it. And the problem is I just wasn't drawing any draw cards because once you draw like the first extravagance, it chains much easier into drawing more, more draw cards, which allow you to draw more. So I think Pot of Duality would have really helped aided in that fashion. Really probably would have liked to run 3, but I'm not sure what I would take out besides the 2 Terraforming. So definitely I'd make the 2 Terraforming for 2 Duality switch and then play 2 extra cards in my side deck. 1 Lilith, I just set it in going first. 1 Humongous, just in case I needed an extra Kaiju. I set it in a few times whenever I drew it. And then Macrocosmos. I played against 3 True Draco, and I drew this once, and it just won me the game. You kind of have to have it if you're playing against True Draco. This deck has a better True Draco matchup than the Burn deck, because you can surprise OTK them with GREN Maju. And so actually I played 3 True Draco and won against 2 of them amazingly. I do not think that that is a accurate representation of the percentages of that matchup, but that's what happened. So I'll go over my matchups. Let's see, I went 6-3. So first round against salamangreat, I won. Second round against Orcus, I won. Orcus is like the best matchup because they run Fogblade, but eventually you'll draw your Twin Twister, blow the Fogblade away, and then just win the game with your GREN Maju, and they just don't really have any main deck outs a lot of the time, and their side deck outs are also limited too. So yeah. Round 3 against salamangreat, I believe I lost. Yes, I lost. He had a good side deck against Mystic Mine, and I also misplayed, which kind of sucks, but whatever happens. Everyone misplays. Round 4 was against True Draco. Lost the first game pretty badly. Game 2, I surprised OTK'd him with GREN Maju because I had the combo and surprised him. Game 3, he made me go first, and then Macrocosmos came in clutch, and that makes the matchup bearable. In fact, it makes the matchup favored if you draw Macrocosmos because it's pretty broken. So I won the game. I won the match. I was pretty happy, and then I sort of got sad the next round because I played against another True Draco and I lost in 2-0 fashion, I believe, or 0-2. So that was sad. So I was 3-2 at that point. Played another salamangreat, won A lot of salamangreats, jeez. And then round 7, I played against, let's see, so I was 0-2 at the time. Round 7, I played against, oh geez, what did I play against round 7? I lost 3 times, salamangreat. I think I lost to 2 salamangreats. Round 7, I played against another True Draco, which I believe I won. Or was it something else? Jeez, I can't remember. Anyway, I played another True Draco, which I won again. I decked him out once, and then game 3 was like really into time because the second game took forever. And I like top decked Eater of Millions when he had no traps down and just a monster on field, and I attacked him with GREN MAJU for like 60-something, 6,000 damage, and then he just couldn't kill me next turn. So that was good. And then on the bubble was another salamangreat round 9. So I was 5-3 at this point. I must have lost to another salamangreat. I lost to 2 salamangreat and 1 True Draco. Just cannot remember the other player I lost to. So we were going round 9. I won the dice roll 1 first, but I only had 1 metaverse, or only 1 way to get to the Mystic Mine. And he ashed it. My opponent ashed it, so I kind of lost that game. Game 2, I was about to be put out of my misery. But my opponent made a key mistake, or was it? It was either game 2 or game 3. My opponent made a mistake where he used Mirage Stalio, but then summoned Borolo. Borolo tried to activate his effect to take my GREN MAJU, but he can't because he activated Mirage Stalio, and so he actually just killed himself basically that way. And then the last game, I just won because I killed him. So I think that was game 3. My Mystic Mine stayed on the field, and I killed all his back row and proceeded to attack for game with GREN MAJU. So I ended up 6-3, got my invite, 44th place. Fun day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Have a nice day.